Um, Fourth State, Washington County, Keystone.
Fourth State, Washington County, Keystone.
Yep. In that exact order. Though, how many people see Ross Collins posted and actually click it is the question.
I don't think it's that many, but you know what? I don't care.
Welcome to a special edition of Uncut. I'm your host, Joey Blaze. We are live tonight from our usual location.
Ross is back.
Ross is back after taking off last week.
Back in my own living room.
How's it feel, Ross?
Feels okay, but I had a good time at the beach too, man.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You were gone for a while, man. We did a couple shows out here without you, but you know what? We got through them all.
Yeah, I figured you would, but drank all my beer while you were here too. But
hey, some of that was Tyler.
yeah, he literally drank. He was just finding stuff out there in the beer fridge to drink. I like it though.
Yeah.
No idea of the beer fridge.
He did try like one he found out at an expiration date of 2018 that you had sitting in there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Brock brought me a bunch of beer a while ago that he said he had for a while, so I can dig it.
It was a good time. It was a good time last week. What a day. What a day. Let's start with a recap. And this is going to be a joint show, Washington County. Then we'll do Keystone right afterwards. Let's start off a Saturday at 9 a.m. Program X-Dogs. What a game it was. Final score of that one was 25-7. Cramley coming out with a victory. This game did not start out well for them. They were down 7-0 early on. And up to about like the 2-minute mark, it like X-Dogs had the game in their hands. I mean, program tried David Maxwell again at quarterback. Didn't quite work out. Ant Smith took the ball again. And I'll tell you, Ant did extremely well. He made a great comeback. Really happy to see Ant back out there. He played arguably his best game this season.
I didn't get to watch it. I was on the road.
If you get a chance to, the edited version is on YouTube. You can watch it right now. Actually, we uploaded it earlier today, along with the entire broadcast of the game. And that's a heads up. Washington County Flag Football League YouTube channel. And we got a call-in request already. Let's see who's trying to get in on this. I mean, somebody is missing after all.
Oh
yeah? Yeah, let's see what he has to say. If he ever gets on. He sent the request in. I don't know. Joining me right now, does he have audio is the question.
Yo,
Oh, it's Tyler. We hear him.
what it do?
Welcome to the show, T. Spence. Glad to have you, man.
Just a quick check-in, bro.
Yeah? Let's
Yeah,
check
man,
in and see what's going on with what happened on Saturday. Beginning with that Program X-Dogs game. I don't believe... How much of that did you catch?
I got proven wrong on that game.
What was that?
I got proven wrong on that game.
Yeah, I
Program went
didn't
out
expect. Yeah, I didn't expect them to come out and play the way they did. Like, program looked absolutely sharp in that second half, especially once Ant got back out there.
They was on that Wolfpack shit out there. That was some new program. That might have been the Cramley everybody was talking about.
I'll tell you, they looked like the team that I thought we would see back in the spring, with that offense being explosive and that defense playing dominantly. They had a great performance against the X-Dogs. Shout out to the program. 3-3 now on the year, and that's really big for them. That's an improvement almost from last year. They're definitely making strides. Like, they did struggle for a little bit, but that offense seems like it's getting back on track. He put up 25 on X-Dogs.
That was
Pretty
a
big
good.
win.
That's some buckets, man. That's 4 tutties. That's good shit. Defense played lights out. Ant moved the ball. Sound like a championship kind of day for the program. They gotta keep that same energy the rest of the year. Try to sit in the top half of the playoff standings.
And we'll see where the program is at later on in the standings, as well as the power rankings
No
when we
beer.
get to those. Our next game of the day was X Dogs and Pure Chaos. And I will say this one was surprising. Pure Chaos came out swinging. Devin Redmond was running. He was throwing. He was destroying them. He was doing his best out there. He was tearing it up. Um, Devin was doing great. And then tragedy struck with the leg injury, running down the sidelines. He was
Yeah, man. We hope he's all right.
for the touchdown, and I didn't quite catch what happened because I was so far out, but he went down underneath his knee, and that was it for Devin.
Yeah, I heard Pure Chaos was making some strides, and then unfortunately, uh, fortunately, the injury bug hit, kind of turned the momentum the other way, and X Dogs was able to salvage one. That's a tongue twister. X Dogs was able to salvage one on the day. Um, I talked to Matt after the game, man. They're banged up. They're getting old. Not a lot of guys able to make it every week. So, but come playoff time, they'll be ready. And it's always good to get those young guys in there, new guys, and get that experience.
Yeah. And the X Dogs were resilient in this game. They struggled early, but Matt rallied them back later on. It was a back and forth duo it turned into between Matt and, of all people, to play three positions in one game: quarterback, center, wide receiver. We're talking about a Rookie of the Year nominee right now, Houston.
Who?
Houston of Pure Chaos plays for Killer Bees 2, number 17 on Chaos.
Who?
Oh, come on, man. You haven't played Chaos yet.
I
Hate
don't
on
know who
what
you
you
talking.
want, but Houston was
I'm
balling
not.
out
No, I'm
there on
not. I'm not.
Saturday.
Oh. Wait. The backup quarterback. You talking about Pure Chaos?
Yeah, the one who came in after Devin got hurt along with RJ.
Oh, he's fast.
Yeah, he is lightning
Yeah.
fast.
I got you.
And
Did he not?
he reminded me a lot of Kyler Murray out there slinging the ball. He
Yo, if
was
they were
able to
smart,
move. He was able to throw. He was doing great. He shredded
I,
the X-Dogs defense
I
playing
tell you what.
receiver, center, and quarterback.
I mean, he ain't gonna help him playing center. That must have been a lack of roster thing. But I tell you what, if they go back and watch some film on like some old TNT, old ADR footage, that double quarterback shit, they kind of they got the right idea, but they don't know how to do it.
Would you
What's
suggest
his name?
using, in their case, RJ and the Boone role and
Nah, nah,
Houston
nah,
in the
nah,
mouse
nah,
role?
nah, nah, nah. Houston and Markel got to be in the backfield. One of them two have to have the ball. You can't even risk like throwing them the ball. They just got to get the ball, and everybody else pretty much got to block.
I think
It's either got to
Markel's
be an
better used
option,
out as a receiver, though. I think you got to get him out there in space, like wide
but
open.
you can't. You don't got no time to throw them the ball. So you got to set up like option screen something. When I think I recorded some of their game when they was both in the backfield, and they had a little bit of offense going when they were both back there. It was ugly. You know what I mean? It was makeshift. They haven't really practiced on it. But I think they got something with having both of their playmakers back there. You got to account for both of them. And at this point, that's really all they got going for them.
Yeah, they certainly got playmakers. I feel
Shout
like
out to the
Chaos
60
is.
plus viewers we got right now.
Yeah, the 62 number is kind of blowing my mind right now. I'm not used to this many viewers. I think this
Nope,
might be the
no
highest
punches.
we've ever hit number
Nope,
wise.
nope,
We're
no
at
punches pulled.
62. Maybe Ross is a draw.
Ross over there sharing it away. Shout out to Blunt Talk Media Group.
I'm throwing my feet up.
And a shout out to the X-Dogs for pulling out the victory 21-18. Looking forward to seeing where they go from this point on. Meanwhile, the 12 o'clock game, I think this was the best game of the day. Spartans 24 brought out 23.
That was a game.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I need another beer. Yeah, that was a great game. That was a showdown, classic. Definitely game of the week.
I 100% agree. An absolute battle from start to finish. Spartans stumped up 12-0 early,
Hey, yo,
and
how the Spartans getting better? What's going on?
I
What's
don't know
going on?
what's changed.
Keenan Puller told me that he needs to be in a conversation for MVP. That he had like 18 passing touchdowns this year, some shit like that. Now I can't quote him, but it was something like that. And
Well,
I
we
told him
are
we'd have to
actually
check the
going to post
numbers.
the team stats tonight.
We'd have to check the numbers, but I know he's
We
got a
are.
few
The
because these
numbers will
last
be
four
posted
weeks,
tonight in the comments section.
these last 2 to 3 weeks, man, he been dicing shit. Them young boys out there eating right now.
Yeah. That Spartan offense is playing the best ball it ever has. That's the thing. Like, Don is not known for his offenses. Like, they struggle with all. Usually, we're a defensive squad, but this Spartans team is becoming an offensive squad. You consider they are the only team to score on Showtime this year,
They put up some points on us too.
and they put up 34 in Chaos. You got 24 on Broad Axe. They still got
It's
about.
clicking.
Yeah, they're playing excellent ball right now. This
It's
Spartan
still it's
offense is something.
still it's still a little scrappy though. It's not fluid. It's a lot of boom or bust. You know what I mean? But they've been booming, so business is booming. Can't be mad at them. Much respect. Keep balling.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that was a close game. Came down to the final play. Broadax scored a touchdown. They went for the
Broadax.
extra point. It went
Oh man,
incomplete.
they finally looked like they were playing football.
Yeah.
They like I don't know if they're finally tired of losing or what. I mean, they took another L, but I don't know. They came out fighting. It was a close, no pun intended. They they was out there balling. Timmy looked better, the best he looked all season. Young boys made a couple plays. It was back and forth. They was getting chippy. But the sideline was engaged. The whole team was in it. I mean, Joey Such was out there eating. Um, Broadax probably looked the best that it's looked. Excuse me, the best that it's looked all year in that game. But they gotta win and they gotta get it together fast.
Mm-hmm. You got to consider Broadax 2-4 now on the year.
But they ain't never in the history of that team ever had that record. Miller Lite brought none of that ever. It's going down historically as the worst season ever. Even if they win out, it's a changing of the guard. But they got talent. They got it over there. They just needed to come together and I guess show up. That defense some ass.
And we'll see how much ass they are when we check out the scoring offense and scoring defense in a few minutes.
Who's next?
Sitting there next is the next game. It was Misfits 31, Chaos 13. We apologize for the silent broadcast that we had for that game.
I apologize. That's on me. I'm having technical difficulties with my phone. Some audio shit going on where I can't make phone calls or whatever. Videos don't have sound. It's fucking whack. But we apologize for that. There are a couple highlights though. Yeah, they surprised. Yo, they scored. Pure Chaos scored twice on the Misfits. I was shocked.
Who scored the touchdowns? You streamed the game. Do you
I
recall?
think I think Markel got out on one maybe or Houston. It was definitely the young boys. It was like two plays that went like 40 plus yards, a lot of missed flag pools. It was definitely some crazy shit. This shit was crazy.
It was wild, bro. Absolutely wild.
Misfits got the dub though. Food was banging too.
Dude, that macaroni was spot on, brother.
That was a tough draw for Chaos. You know, they got it. I hope they get a dub. I wouldn't want to be the team to lose to them, that's for sure. Because you'll
I
probably
feel
never
like
hear the fucking end of it. You'll never hear the end of that shit.
I think there's a really good chance Chaos could pull off an upset before the end of this season. A
They
lot of
still got to
people
play
were talking.
Ruckus.
A lot of people were saying they're one of the worst county teams, but they're
They
not.
got to play
They're
Ruckus.
not Project Assassin's terrible.
Have they played Ruckus yet?
They have not played Ruckus.
Pure Chaos wins that game.
We'll see. We'll see. And then we
Went to the
move on
game of
to
the week.
the final game of the day. Showtime 25, Misfits 0.
From North Carolina for that, man.
You sat in traffic for how long?
Hey, we got we got lit at the field.
Oh, like the blood. I had a good time. I barely even watched it because it was blood.
Oh, it was.
I can't see none of the comments, but I wish I could.
Well, they're going off right now.
I bet they are. I can't see them for some reason while we're talking, but I bet it's going ham right now. Some donuts. I ain't never seen no 3 p.m. donuts in the game of the week.
You know, I sat there and I was thinking, Regan's going to have a squad ready. He's probably got Corey Webb and Jared Foster. Maybe even Deuce Dutch is coming to coach.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Chris Boone had one of the best teams I ever seen put together, whether it was ADR, Showtime, TMT. That motherfucker went and got 2 of the biggest linemen we've ever seen. And then you got to think about it. They've got the best skill players in the league. And all the skill players have really been there. It's just been a mix and match of, like line, maybe a receiver or 2 here and there. Chris Boone hit up the dogs. When I tell you Winchester was out there, if you've ever played in the 8-man league out there, yeah, they pulled out. Yeah, that was a tournament team for real. I mean, still missing guys, but fucking like 3 NFL players, bruh. Yeah, 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 yeah. That team dangerous.
That team wild.
And still missing players. Still missing guys. Y'all don't fucking have Boone. Y'all had Boone pissed. I ain't never seen Boone want to win. I ain't never seen Boone want to win a game so bad. He went to the full length of recruiting on that one.
He came up to me and was like, man, they're pulling my flags for the warming up shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was his final
He said Misfits was fucking with him during warm-ups. Wasn't trying to let him warm up. He's like, all right. But, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, not making no excuses for the Misfits. They're not going to make no excuses, so we're not going to make none for them. They didn't play to their potential. Now, to that point, they did have a lot of new faces in a lot of different positions. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a big roster, but a lot of those guys, it was damn near their first or only second game. Brand new quarterback, didn't have the chemistry. I mean, like I said, we're not making excuses, but these are reasons why they lost. Trail had a couple of no-look pass attempts that he had also completed earlier in the day, but you could just tell the chemistry wasn't there and guys weren't expecting it. Couple miscommunications on routes. Travis Hale dropped the tutty. That could have been a momentum swing for real because they was down, I think, 3 scores at the time. That kind of was the end of it right there. So
that was a moment where you hear a pin drop on that sideline.
Yo, I was right there. That shit was crazy. I saw it. The play was money. Trud set that shit up all day between both games. Fake screen, wheel, and when he first threw it, it was like, oh shit. And then you saw Travis like, yo, he's wide fucking open, but it was too quiet. That's what it was. It was too quiet. Tough game. They'll bounce back, man. They'll bounce back. Come playoffs, they'll be ready. They'll have everybody. We've seen it before. AFN came in that Phantom season, lost to ADR. I think they might have lost one other game as well, and then walked out champs. So every dog has its day, and I expect nothing less but for them to bounce back, especially now. Now they're pissed off too. So
yeah, I think the Misfits will bounce back. They have the talent to do it. They are not a terrible team.
Coaching.
They just had a bad day.
Yeah, man, it happens. It happens. It was still a great day all around. Like I said, shout out to Reagan. The whole league appreciated that shit. That was a big community vibe. 9-man needs more shit like that. And at the end of the day, it's all love and respect. You know, we all talk shit online, but everybody came together after the game. They shook hands. There was no problems, and that's the way it should be.
Indeed, indeed. As we move on now to the one stat I feel like everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, run through these. I'll run through these real quick with you. I gotta get my little man off the tub.
All right, so you got the comment section pulled up, Tyler?
Nah, I can't.
You can't swipe it on?
Nah, it won't. It won't let me.
All
Good.
right. So we're about to post right now the scoring offenses rankings
You just
by
have to read
point
them
per
off.
game. I waited till everybody hit 4. So here it is. This is what's going on for that. This is the scoring offense right now.
It's about to shock some people.
Oh, I don't think there's a lot of shock to this one. But here's what it is. You got number 1, Showtime, 31 points per game. Number 2, Warriors, 20.8 points per game, which
Hey,
is
that's a shocker.
on pace for a franchise record. Last
Absolutely.
year, Foster had you at 19.5 points per game.
Damn, that's what's up.
Number
Hell
3
yeah.
is the Misfits, 20.67.
Okay, and that donut didn't help him, so that probably would have been a little higher without that.
Number 4, this might be surprising. We said he struggled this year. Broadax, 18 points per game.
Yeah, they just can't. They can't stop nobody. They have to score.
Yeah,
Offense always been good. As long as you got Joey Such over there, you're gonna be straight.
100%, 100%. Number 5, Spartans, 17.8 points per game.
And that can easily go up by the end of the year.
Definitely, for sure, for sure. Number 6, X-Dogs, 15.67 points per game.
Yeah, that's some shit. They ain't used to that.
Yeah,
But
way
they,
down
they
from the 22 they were
but
averaging last year.
they're not worried about none of this shit we say. And you know what I mean? They come in to play football, and
Oh, yeah.
when they gonna be ready. Matt, look, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Number 7, Program, 10.67 points per game.
That shit's gotta go up.
Yeah,
Rough
that's
start though. Rough start. If
it,
they finish the second half the way they just played the last game, they'll be all right.
they'll get it up if they play that way. Number 8, Ruckus, 10.6 points per game.
Ruckus don't want to win, bro. Let let let
And
let Marty keep doing his thing back there, and they'll be all right.
they're averaging 3 touchdowns a game almost if Marty playing quarterback.
Say that one more time.
They're averaging almost 3 touchdowns a game with him.
And with Adam,
Adam right now has only had a total of 2.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
And how many games?
2.
So he averages 1 tutty a game, and Marty averages 3 tutties a game. Let that man spin. Next.
And your worst offense in the league, pure chaos, 9.2. But I gotta be honest, that
They,
9.2 is a lot better than most first year teams do.
yeah, that's a fact. They're just out there having fun. That's what
Yeah,
Markel
like
says.
they're having a lot of fun, man. I mean, you
They
got
are.
that.
And respect to that. We give them a lot of shit, bro, and these guys ain't quitting. They get my respect 100%. I'm cool with a couple guys over there. I know most of them. They're cool people, man. And it takes a lot to come out there, you know what I'm saying, and to take these bumps every week and to still keep showing up, still believe in yourself. You know what I mean? We had a lot of teams quit by week 2, week 3. We had a lot of people not finish the fucking season. So Pure Chaos gets my respect. It's a learning curve. It's a new team. It's year 1. They got uniforms. We've seen people out there with T-shirts, you know what I'm saying, straight white tees and beaters. So they're organized. They just got to put in some more work, and they'll be all right.
Definitely, definitely. And now we switch gears and move on to our scoring defense rankings. And we're
Oh,
going to do
yeah.
this from bottom to top. Number 9 is Ruckus, who is surrendering 25.8 points per game.
Niggas can't wait to play Ruckus. Jesus.
Yeah, Ruckus has been a nightmare on terms of their defense this season for
Who's
themselves.
next?
After that, number 8, Pure Chaos, 24.8 points per game.
Expected.
Yeah, hard to be a first-year team. And they still got to play
Fact.
Showtime.
Oh. Who you got
Number
next?
7, X Dogs, 23 points per game. They had only 9 allowed last year to finish the year.
Different team, different animal, different team. Same team, different team, different team. A year's a long time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Number 6, Program, 17.67 points per game. May have lost Tyler. Yeah, he gone. Oh, well, we'll finish it out. Program. I can't even exit him out. There we go. I got a request call in. Said Tyler again. No answer. All right, he's done. So, program 17.67 points per game. They're sitting number 6. Number 5 is Broadax, 17.167 points per game.
That's kind of shocking.
Yeah. Broadax's
I
defense.
thought they'd be lower on the list, but
Yeah. Remember though, they still play Showtime this weekend.
yeah, true.
Number 4, Spartans, 15.6 points per game surrendered.
That's good.
I've been saying all year that Spartans defense is no joke. You cannot sleep on that Spartans D. Number 3, Misfits, 11.5 points per game surrendered.
Yeah, that's a tough D line and all that. Secondary has holes, but
You got to wonder. I'm trying to figure out where that number was before the Showtime game. They just gave up
yeah,
25.
that's true too. I don't know. You tell me. You're the number.
I'll check it later.
Numbers guy.
Number 2, Warriors, 6.6 points per game. So you guys are the second best offense and second best defense right now.
I'll take that.
Whew, this makes this showdown with Showtime more interesting.
Showdown with Showtime.
And number 1, of course, averaging 3.25 points per game surrendered, Showtime. Remember, the only points they gave up was to the Spartans, 13. So a lot of interesting numbers. We're going to post these all again in the 4-state page. In my honest opinion, it'll be interesting to see how they develop throughout the season and where they finish at. But a lot of observations to make for this. Chaos is one of the worst teams overall, but you look at Ruckus, and that margin with Chaos and Ruckus is pretty close,
Yeah.
statistically. Spartans are underrated, to be honest. They're 2-3 on the year, and gotta explain. I gotta message somebody. Spartans, yeah, give me one too. Spartans defense, excellent play this season. We're looking forward to seeing how they do. That being said, we'll move along from team stats and now look at the power rankings. Beginning at number 9 in the power rankings. I mean, pure chaos. No wins yet, but they're getting closer and closer to 1. Pure chaos has gotten to a point where they are one of the better teams on terms of expansion teams I've seen. Like I said, expansion teams in county usually average about maybe less than a touchdown a game. They're averaging 9 points. Their defense is a problem, but if they can get that all figured out, they'll be fine. I think Pure Chaos is a team that can compete with a lot of lower level teams, and I feel like come playoff time, I wouldn't be shocked to see them pull off an upset over the 8
I
seed.
kind of like it. It's a one bracket.
Yeah, I do too. And truthfully, I think Chaos. I don't know I don't know who's quarterback. Is it RJ? Is it Houston? Will Z-Man come back? Honestly, I just run with RJ and Houston at this point because RJ is looking way better. He looks like he's in shape. He's playing his ass off. Houston played quarterback so well in that game the other day that it was just absolutely impressive how well he played. He was slinging the ball. He was running it. He can do anything on that field. You get those two together, work something out, because you don't want to lose Houston as a receiving threat, but you can use him as a passing threat. It could be legit. It could be interesting. Looking forward to seeing what Chaos can do.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what we got at number 9. Number 8 in the power rankings. Right now, this might be a shocker to you, Ross.
Who you got?
I got Broadaxe.
Ooh.
Isn't it scary to think Broadaxe is sitting that close to pure chaos right now?
You put them all the way down at 8?
Yeah. I got Broadaxe at 8th right now. You got to think, man. They're 1-4 in their last 5 games. Yeah, they beat the X-Dogs, but that game felt like an eternity ago. That's the thing. I just, right now, with Broadaxe, I'm not seeing it at all. I'm just not. This is not the Broadaxe of old. They just aren't there right now. And you think about it, 4 out of their last 5 games they've lost. The only team they've beaten was Chaos, and that's it. Other than that, they keep losing. So I got Broadaxe at number 8. And this is the lowest they've ever been in the power rankings. Number 7. I'm going to have to go with X-Dogs. Nah, I'm going to go with Ruckus. Ruckus is going to be at number 7. I'm going to drop them down. I psyched everybody out on that one. Ruckus, they have 1 win so far this year against Broadaxe. That's another thing. They've beaten Broadaxe recently. They got that over them. They didn't play last week. They'll return this week against Program. We'll see what Ruckus has and what they'll do. We'll figure that out. Number 7? Yeah, 7. No, 6. We're at 6, aren't we?
Yep.
Number 6. I got to go to the X-Dogs. 1-1 on Saturday. Easily could have been 0-2, though. I thought of putting them at 7th because of the fact they struggled with Chaos and the fact they lost the program so badly. Truthfully, to be honest, what I'm seeing with this team right now is that the defense has declined. I feel like more athletic teams are starting to figure them out. In the offense, they have the weapons. Don't get me wrong, but they got to get something going. Like that program game, they went out and did well the first drive, but after that, they had nothing.
Yeah.
Like X-Dogs needs something to change.
Something.
Yeah, they need something.
Tivis has a point there.
What's Tivis's point? Oh, how come? That game was a month and a half ago. That's irrelevant now. That game happened in August. It's over. Come on, man. You're talking about the past, Tivis. The X-Dogs have looked way better than you guys have since that game. Like, I'm just saying, that game don't matter. That's irrelevant. Look at what they've done since. You killed them, okay? That's the only win you got outside of Chaos. Oh well, Tivis. Y'all looked like some shit since.
Oh. Damn.
They need you on the O-line. Although, you know.
All right, moving on from Broadaxe.
Yeah, enough talking about Broadaxe.
Yeah.
We were done with that 3 comments ago.
Yeah.
Here's what we're looking at. Number 5 right now, I'm going to go with the Spartans, who have looked very improved.
They turned shit around.
Yeah, they look a little bit better.
Sometimes you got to just trim.
But it's
Get down to basics.
and that's what they do, man, and that's what they've done.
What they do.
They've gotten absolutely better
Get back
since
to the
then.
basics.
You go back to how they looked against you guys in program, not the same team. 2-1 since. The only losses to Showtime. I feel like the Spartans right now are definitely one of the better teams in the Washington County Flag Football League. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do the rest of the way. Can't wait to see how the Spartans do. I'm trying to get somebody on the line right now, but Messenger's being slow as hell. But that's what I got right now, the Spartans. They've improved so much. The offense is putting up points for the first time ever. The defense is playing well. Number 4 in the league defensively. Don Brown is doing his best coaching job ever. Like, you go back to 2016 Food Lion. He had him at 5-4. I think this team is better than that team.
Yeah, oh yeah. I agree with
This
that.
team would smoke them. And I look forward to seeing what the Spartans can do going forward. They got 3 games left.
Who they play?
So they got Misfits,
Uh-huh.
X-Dogs, which they look vulnerable right now,
Yeah.
and Ruckus.
Okay. So Misfits, and if the right Axe Dogs show up, fairly tough main schedule. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what they do.
As we move along to number 4, I got the program right now. The Cramley to me is sticking out right now at the moment. Looking forward to see how they're going to do. 3-3, 2 straight wins
True.
in a row. They beat Chaos, and then they crushed the X-Dogs in that second half. Kind of weird to think that the program is up here at number 4 right now, but they're starting to get better. The defense is showing up. They've showed up the last 2 games. The offense showed improvements over the weekend. If they keep playing like this, you look at the schedule, they got Ruckus still, and they also have to play Broadax still. Both of them are winnable games. They could be sitting at 5-3 by the end of the season. This program team is not bad right now. They are turning it around, and I think the program is showing a lot of promise. I look forward to seeing what the Cramley can do. Really looking forward to seeing what the Cramley can do. Like I said, I like this program team at the moment. They're showing a lot of resilience. They're getting tougher. If the audio, I don't know what's going on there. Perfect, you got them on. The
Yo, yo.
starting quarterback got the job back this week after a 1-week hiatus, and he sure showed what he could do on the field Saturday. Ant, welcome to the show.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, nothing much. So let's walk back through these last 2 games. Ant. Going back to the pure chaos game, I wasn't there. Neither was Boss or any of us. What exactly happened that you were not starting? Were you just not available that day? What was going on?
Oh, I was available. I played DB and receiver.
See,
I
I
caught
wasn't there, so
the
I don't know who was there.
I caught I had a DPI called on the defense of pure chaos. We put us down in our red zone. Dave punched it in. I think he either ran it in or he threw it in. I'm not sure. That put us up. Basically, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it's not my call. I don't run a team. I'm just a player. So I don't make the calls.
Right, right. Just trying to understand what was going on there. I know Maxwell was given the attempt. He did okay against Chaos, struggled against X-Dogs, and then you came in the second quarter and the offense came full throttle. What happened there?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's not something that I wanted to do, but being as though that I am a team player, I had no choice to do it. Um, I felt as though that I felt as though Maxwell, when he threw that pick, and he was throwing me a dig, a 10-yard dig, and he overshot me and actually hit the safety, and the safety picked it off clean pick, and I didn't fault him for that. You know, I went to the sideline, me and him, we talked, and I'm just letting him know, like, you gotta bring it down a little bit, you know, get yourself settled into the pocket before you deliver. And you know, we spoke about that, but after that conversation, it was just, hey, yo, Ant, you gotta go in. And I'm like, that's not my game plan. My game plan when I go into the game during beginning of the week, put it like this, beginning of the week, without the game plan from one of the team captains, that's just what it is. So if they not saying tagging me and say, yo, Cram, you quarterback, then Cram going to receive a DB. And that's just the game plan. So when you throw a monkey wrench in my game plan, now I'm way too aggressive. Like I was playing DB and then receiver and I focus on offense. It was just too much for me that game. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got to be focused on one thing. Either you're gonna keep me on defense or you're gonna keep me on offense. That's just the way I gotta operate for it. But if I gotta do it for my team to overcome a win, I will do it.
And that's what you did, and that's what the program did on Saturday. You guys banded together. You turned it around against X Dogs. 25 unanswered to win that game. Now you're 3-3 on the year. You got Ruckus coming up on Saturday. Traditional rivalry game. Ant, your thoughts going in?
Um, they come with a full squad. Whether Adam, Marty's at quarterback, regardless, got to pull flags, and my DBs have to be disciplined. That's just what it is. We've been playing man all year. So with that being said, I just don't understand why my DBs are not staying disciplined. I mean, should be no reason why a receiver is behind you on any play, whether an end zone play or anything. You get beat, you get beat. That's just the game. You know, Trent got beat. Trent got beat from Skunyon scoring in the X Dogs game, and he picked it up with a pick, an interception on the next go round, on the next defensive possession. They called that back. Then the next following play, he actually picked it off and picked it back for 6. So with that being said, I mean, our defense is always stout. We got solid DBs. You feel me? Y'all have to stay disciplined. The quarterback, there should be, if the quarterback is scrambling outside the pocket, okay, cool. Pull flags. If he comes up, if he goes past the line of scrimmage where he can't throw the ball no more, there's guys that you gotta make sure you stay for the pitch lane, and you gotta make sure that you be invisible for a block and the flag that's coming. So you got 3 things that's going on at one time, and you gotta be prepared for it. If you're not prepared for it, you're gonna look silly. And Matt Eisenberg is one of the quarterbacks in this league that will make you look silly on not pulling flags.
Yeah, and that's what Matt does. But the program defense turned it around. It shut down Eisenberg, held him to 0 points over the first
Yeah,
drive. An
I believe
excellent team
Kaja had
performance by the Graham.
I believe Kaja had about 4, maybe 5 sacks, and I can recall that Pat maybe had like 2 or 3, and I know Zilla
Yeah,
had 1 or 2. I mean, collapsing him in the pocket is the biggest thing, and that's exactly what I was trying to tell guys when we played Showtime. You got to collapse Boone in the pocket. You make Boone step into the pocket, he's gonna run. He's gonna make he's prone to make you miss. He's gonna move the ball. He's a great quarterback, but you have to pull flags. You got to body up with him. Yeah, he's old. You don't want to hurt him, but I mean, it's the game of football.
yeah, is what it is. It is mine, man.
You got to body up.
Anyways, Cram, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you coming
Appreciate you
out tonight. We'll see you Saturday at 10:30.
already.
All right, peace. Cram Sanford joining the show. Glad to see him again. It's been a while. As we resume the power rankings, we look at what's that?
I like Ant, but why are we calling people in on number 4?
Because that's when we interview teams. We've done that for like the last 2
You
years.
ain't calling nobody in well before that.
Because nobody said they would commit tonight.
Alright, fair enough. Let's move on.
I got another guest. Farmer wants to call. Farmer.
I already told him it's open mic night after this
Yeah,
segment. Let's go.
that's
Jack.
true. I can get Farmer in. Let me get Farmer in. He said he was supposed to talk originally for Spartans. We can backtrack a little bit. It's open. Farmer, you're going to have to exit the stream and re-enter it, though. That's the only catch. Excuse you.
Excuse you.
Number 3 right now is the Misfits. Misfits did not look good the other day, but that's really it. Like, they'll bounce back. They'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll be
it was
alright.
one bad day.
Yeah, don't let it throw you off.
Yeah, like, they're not done.
Hell no.
I'm finishing the rankings, guys. Calm your tits.
Oh shit.
I do interviews during power rankings all the time. Why y'all complaining? Jesus. Love y'all, but Jesus. Number 3, I got Misfits. I just, the loss was bad for them. Um, I just right now feel like they'll be bouncing back, though. And, we'll see what happens after this week. Because, we'll see how it goes. We still got a big game to hype up. We still got a lot going on this weekend. There's a busy weekend ahead for flag football. As we get to number 2 on the countdown, I got Warriors. You guys had a bye week, so
Fair enough.
yeah.
I'll take number 2.
I just got you guys in number 2. I just, right now you're undefeated. You got you're second in scoring offense and scoring defense. Can't say much more about it because you guys haven't played in 2 weeks. So now we want number 1. It's pretty obvious who it is. 100%, without a doubt. The best team in Washington County. They're outscoring their opponents 31-3. You got to say it's showtime. Without a doubt, there has not been a better team in the league this season right at this moment than Showtime. The stats back it up. The results back it up. We know what's happening, Ross. We've seen it. Showtime has been dominant for this whole season. And
What's going on, fellas?
Chris Boone. Boone, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. What's up, Ross? How you doing, man?
What's up, Boom?
Oh, shit, not much. I'm still sitting here trying to figure out how Joey picked us to lose by 2 tutties.
Man,
I don't know. I wasn't here last week, dog.
2
man,
tutties,
I
Ross.
thought Regan had everybody coming. I thought he had the whole circuit coming down.
Yeah, I guess Showtime showed up with a different squad, right? We
Totally different
we
squad.
yeah, we brought our travel team out. So, Showtime been doing good shit on the circuit here lately. A lot of people just ain't seen our athletes and some of our other guys lately because, I ain't had them down yet for 9-man and shit. But, um, you know, all that talking shit, you had to know I was bringing something. I just wasn't going to come down there with nobody.
See, it's just a case of I just wasn't sure what it would be. The first couple weeks, who's the older guy in your line right now?
He's actually, his name is Chad Smoot. He actually plays DN, but, half the time our guys don't show up. And, I got my kicker playing center, and I got, him. He's 170 pounds playing O-line. AJ played tackle this season. So, our guys are, the styles and the skill, the shit that we play in 8-man, everybody's got to play every position. So when we're shorthanded, 8-man helps us because when we go to 9, anybody can play anywhere. So we can show up with 10 people and still have a good roster.
Yeah, and you guys have definitely just come out and finessed a lot of teams this year with 14 to 18 guys. You look at the program game, look at the Ruckus game, and then we saw what Showtime is in that game. And yet you're still missing some pieces, it seems.
Yeah, we got, shit, we still got 4 or 5 skill guys that haven't been able to make it yet this season. Got a couple D linemen that haven't been there yet this season. So, we got 4 games left, and we'll make sure they'll get there before the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it will be there. And this Showtime team come playoffs, you think about it already. They are outscoring their opponents 31-3 right now.
And just think about it, we ain't even played pure chaos yet. To to boost our stats up. So
Yeah, you've yet to play Chaos, and you've yet to play the X Dogs defense, who's given up
r-
23.
right, I mean they both getting 40.
What were your
I mean,
impressions of the team stats this year? I know you're a stat guy.
yeah, man, I like the competitiveness of the league. I mean, you see it in the stats. I mean, if you take Showtime off that list, 2 through 7 are really equal. Like they're all right there. That means anybody could win any week. Just like last week, Spartans beat Broad Axe. Nobody picked that game. So 2 through 7
Oh, I
can
picked
be
Spartans
can be
last week. I
anybody.
picked Spartans.
I got you, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, majority of the people that's been in this league a long time didn't think there's no way the Spartans could win. I mean, I go
Oh,
out
yeah.
every Wednesday. Yeah, I'm out every Wednesday watching the Spartans practice. So them guys are putting in work, and they deserve their rankings because they're definitely earning it where they are.
I 100% agree. They have turned things around, and their biggest test, I feel like, will be the Misfits game in a couple weeks. In fact, we'll have Marquise
Right.
Farmer on right after you to talk about the
Yeah.
Spartans. Um, but right now, they're one of the better teams in Washington County. Your impressions of your opponent this weekend, however, a team that compared to others have actually competed decently compared to others, I say.
Right. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
team that's hung in there in a lot of games. I'm talking about the Warriors. Your thoughts on them going into Saturday?
Well, I mean, they got one of the better D lines in the league, just like Misfits had. You know what I mean? So their D line's gonna bring it. Just got to see if their secondary will hold up. And you have a national championship quarterback over there now, so that's not going to be no easy game for sure. I mean, that's going to be a close game.
I think it's going to
They're
be.
loaded out there. I mean, they got good players, man. They got good players. Like I said, anytime you got Clancy, you got a chance to win every game you play in. So, um, it just all depends if they can get to me or not. Um, and that all depends on if their secondary can cover. We haven't really seen no team go at the secondary yet this season, so I guess we'll find out at noon on Saturday.
High noon Saturday, Showtime and Warriors. Ross, you're right here. What are your thoughts going into this game?
We'll be all right.
Think so?
Yeah, no, we'll be
all right.
Best game of the day.
Oh,
Best game
yeah.
of the year, I think, regular season. It'll end up being that way. I think so.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good game, to be honest. The biggest question is what Showtime has. That's what I want to see.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna have what we had last week, that's for sure. My big guys they work this weekend, so they're normally an every other weekend kind of guys. Um, but we'll show up with. I'll have a couple linemen there,
I have a couple.
I'll have a couple. Yeah, I'll have a couple. I mean, I always got AJ and James, my kicker, so they're always there. So as long as I got those guys, I'll have somebody up front. I think Ross and them should be more worried about our D line than anything. I think that's where their game's going to come in hand. If Clancy can get 2 to 3 seconds to actually make a read and get rid of the ball, they'll be all right. But
That's the deepest line.
if Warriors can't block up front, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I got that covered.
You got that covered?
I don't think that's going to be the biggest issue of this game.
You don't think?
What do you think?
We got the deepest O-line in the league.
Think so, Ross?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Deep and good are different. Deep and good are different. So
that is true.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not putting anybody on your team down. I'm just saying that, you can only play 3 of them. So if you got 6 of them, it don't mean shit if the first 3 ain't no good.
That is a fact.
So,
I don't think that's going to be the biggest worry of this game. I disagree with that.
All right, what's your biggest? What's your key to success this game?
I'll let you two talk that. I'll be right back.
To win,
Yeah, I mean, but what do you feel you have to do to win?
Score more points than you.
Fucking you and Regan, you always got them political answers and shit. You can't get
Yep.
nothing out of y'all.
Nah, you're not gonna catch me slipping on this one, man. Hell no. As long as I, hey, listen, as long as I got all my guys there, I think I'll be fine. It's gonna be a good ass
Right.
game, for real, for real.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
looking
yeah.
forward to it.
Y'all's D line's a monster, so it's always going to keep you in the game. Like I said, it all depends on if your young guys can actually pull flags or not. So, and the
Yeah,
secondary, I
that,
don't know if they.
yeah,
I mean, I know they can cover. I've seen them cover, but once somebody gets the ball in their hand, them guys are used to coming from tackle football, and now they got to pull a little damn flag, and that
yeah,
shit's a lot harder than you think.
yeah. I know people give you credit, but all you do is keep the ball for 3 seconds. You got some hips, though. I'll give you that, but
Yeah, I mean,
you got
I
wide
done lost
receivers
this.
for days.
Right, I got the receivers, and their job
For
is to make
days.
plays, not mine. I
Yeah,
just got to get them the ball.
yeah. As
You
long as
know.
my D line can get to you, to actually pull the damn flag, I think it'll be fine.
Right.
One
Yeah,
of the keys
that's a
to
big
success.
key.
One of the keys to our success.
Right.
So,
Definitely. Like I said, you just gotta make sure Brock, Moats, and all them guys are there.
yeah.
I know your one D Shane's out, right?
I don't know. I talked to him last week. We were there watching your
Okay.
game against
Yeah.
Misfit. So
He
he's
said he
talking
needed a
about
couple
coming
more
back.
weeks. What happened to him?
He what did he do? He tore his hammy, I think, the first week, like one of the first plays of the game, first week.
Oh shit.
And what a leg injury.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start treating this like NHL and shit. He's got a leg
Yeah.
injury, and
Yeah.
his return is inevitable. So he's
Right.
getting ready to come back.
So you got to do him what I did to Mouse. I just shut Mouse down. He played week one. Hey, keep your ass out to
Yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah,
Once you pull shit like that, man, that shit, if you come back too fast, it ain't gonna heal.
yeah. I
It's,
told
be,
him
it's
that, but man, don't rush this shit. We
Yeah,
got bigger
exactly.
fish
Not
to fry than this regular season stuff.
right,
So,
exactly. So what do you think about Travis dropping that touchdown?
oh man, I
We,
was,
we gotta
hey,
get
look,
we gotta
I'm
give him
glad I
some
witnessed
love.
that. I'm glad I witnessed that in person. Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's talk
yeah.
about that. What happened with that game?
Man, I
Let's
don't
talk
know. I
about that
mean,
game real quick, Boone. Because I literally
shit.
drove from North Carolina straight there to watch what I thought was going to be a good ass game,
What I
and it
mean,
couldn't quite work out that way.
it was a good game until they fucking did the coin toss and then they lost.
I
Game
am reading
over.
the teleprompter. Hey man, Travis Hale, you dropped that shit.
Yeah, he dropped it. He dropped
I
it.
mean, wide open
Oh my
TD.
God.
That could have been a momentum swing for your team, but you dropped that shit.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you seen how they was acting, right? As soon as they got done their little victory against Pure Chaos,
Mm-hmm.
them dudes was screaming, running across the field to, you don't interrupt a man's warm up line. I'm trying to get my routes in.
That's some ultimate troll shit there.
Yeah, that's some troll shit. Yeah, they might as well kick dirt on my cleats. That that shit was wrong, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They done kicked dirt on me, man. I wasn't having that. So them boys, but I told everybody all week long who was the best player on Showtime. It was Marley. I told everybody that.
Look, look. As
He's the
soon as I
best player
got
on our
there,
team.
I called that before we even got there. I told the wife on the way there. I was like, he's gonna be picking on Marley all day. I knew
Oh,
you
I'm
were
gonna go
going
at
for
him.
it, Rama.
Yeah, I'm gonna go at him. See, people out there, this is why you watch film. Marley
Yeah.
stares in the backfield the whole game. Run a screen or two on his ass. He'll catch it because he wants to pick. He ain't out there to just play his zone or play his area. He wants that interception. So you know what I'm saying. I showed him the cookie jar. He stuck his hand in it, and then we
Yeah.
got six. We got six. He probably got his ass beat a lot as a kid. Every time Mama put that cookie jar out, he's reaching for it. Just reaching for it. Couldn't help himself.
That's terrible.
And I knew it. I knew it. He's a good DB though. Don't get me wrong. He's a solid DB, but if you're out
Yeah,
there looking,
that one with
yeah,
Sean Parker crossing there. That communication should have been key there on the defensive
Yeah.
backs. I'm not gonna blame that
Yep.
one totally on just Marley because that they should
Yeah,
have been
but
communicating.
all right. So we was at halftime, and I said, I asked Sean. I told him as soon as we got Sean, I said, Sean, I got a one-play touchdown here because I ran that screen to Cannon, and I knew Marley was gonna want the pick. I mean, I knew he was gonna bait on it.
Well,
So we just set it right back up for him. I put the burger on his plate and I took it away. So touchdown. I knew that shit was coming. So I told him, Marley, you're a guy, but hey, stop trying to pick me off, man. It ain't happening. Just play your zone, whatever it is you do out there. And then, then the rest of that game, Trail didn't have no time.
no.
He had no
Yeah,
time.
can we talk about that? I mean, that was a huge factor too. Trail had no time.
No time. I mean, he got sacked probably 10 times, but then there was another 5 times he just spiked it in the dirt.
Yep.
So
That's when you know it's bad. If as an
right.
offensive lineman, I would probably be like, man, I don't know what the hell I would do, but I would do something. You gotta
Yeah,
change
you got to do something. Right. And then, hey, we can't forget about the defensive player of the year and Coley Jones out there pressing every play, locking shit up.
Hey, I'm glad I was there. I was literally standing right there when he took Chico right
Oh, he
after.
put him in the dirt.
Put him in the dirt. Gotta give credit where it's due. Coley put Chico right in the dirt.
Yeah, and he yeah, exactly. That shit was crazy. I mean, it was in front of our. Yeah, you was over on our sideline when it
I
happened.
was literally standing right there. I heard him
Oh
say
my
something.
God.
Chico said something about 5 yards or something. Coley said, "Nah, he just can't. He just can't make it past 5 yards." And the next thing I know,
Yeah, he can't get the 5.
Chico's in the dirt.
Brian Davis he looked at Chico and said, "What you want me to do, man? You can't get off the ball.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Ain't nothing I can do, man.
That's one of the best plays I've ever seen from ADB in this league.
Oh yeah. I mean, Coley's top notch, man. I mean, that's why he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh yeah,
He's top notch.
Yeah, he should have just stayed here though. Just saying.
Yeah. Nah, that's my partner.
I know. I tried like hell. I did, dude.
Yeah, I know. He said y'all did. He said y'all did, but that's my man.
Yeah.
How about this? How about the Misfits? I don't think they crossed the 40. I don't think they crossed inside our 40.
Chuck?
Not one time.
I'm pretty sure they did it.
They was at the 41, and on the or the 42, something like that. And that was the play. Travis dropped the touchdown. It was 4th and 2. So yeah, they didn't even cross inside the 40.
Where were they at? They were pretty close. I think that might have been the closest they got.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just saying you got to give our defense credit this season. It ain't all about the offense over here at Showtime anymore.
The defense is ridiculous.
Yeah, that D is they're playing well, man. They're playing well.
We gotta get to open mic night, man. You gotta get these.
All right, fellas. All right, y'all get on. I'll be watching. I'll see y'all Saturday.
Yeah,
Peace.
I'm gonna get off here and let Blazer back on here. We gotta get open mic night, man. Wrap this up. Let's go. These guys got.
Let's call it. I gotta do the entire show. All right. That was Chris Boone joining us.
Special guest appearance from yours truly.
Thank you, Ross. So as we continue, let's hit number. Now we're done with the power rankings. Farmer says he needs 2 minutes. Let's get to predictions. Let's look at the schedule beginning Saturday at 9 a.m. We got X-Dogs and Spartans. Spartans have never beaten the X-Dogs in any capacity. Should be a really good game. I really think this is a Spartans' chance to show how far they've come along. This should be a really good one. Looking forward to it. 9 a.m. kickoff. I'm ready to go with, in this game, I would say I'm going to go with Spartans in this one. Ross ain't even in the room, so I'm not going to bother asking. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I'm doing predictions.
What's the first game?
Spartans X Dogs.
I got X Dog.
Ross got X Dogs.
Yup.
Why do you think X Dogs got this?
You never know what you're gonna get with X Dog. I know Look, no disrespect to Spartans. I know they're gonna take it that way because they're kind of sensitive over there, but I think the X Dogs are gonna come with start getting their stuff together here. I don't know, man. This is gonna be an interesting game, but I'll go with X Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the X Dogs too. No, I'm not. Spartans, come on. You kidding me? This athletic team, I just right now look at it like this. The Spartans have too many athletes for that Dogs defense to handle. X Dogs are giving up 23 points per game. They may have one of the slowest defenses in Washington County.
That is true.
I think the Spartans have too much speed. I think Keenan shreds them. I'm going with Spartans victorious here.
All right, so let's just say I'm going with X Dogs just because you went with the Spartans,
Okay?
and I like the X Dogs. Got some brothers over there and all that good stuff, but I truly think the Spartans are gonna win. But I'm just gonna pick. My pick will be X Dogs just because I like doing shit like that.
That's your pick. Next game, 10:30 game. We got Program Ruckus. This should be a good one. Always a good rivalry game. Ruckus took the last game last year, and then back in the spring, Program defeated Ruckus. That was another good one. Looking forward to this game. I personally feel like the Cramley is playing really well right now. I think they're playing better team ball than Ruckus is. You never know what you're getting with Ruckus. 1 minute to the next.
Yeah.
I do know for a fact Semi-Pro is practicing at 3:30 that day.
Right.
So I would expect almost everybody there. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking going into this game, Program takes it.
Yeah, I got program in that one.
You think so too?
Yeah.
I think Program's D line gets in Adam or Marty's face. And if it's Adam, I think they're going to sack him a good bit. I'm going to go with Program by a touchdown. I think it's going to be a low-scoring defensive game, to be honest. 12 o'clock kickoff, Showtime Warriors, the game of the week. We know who you got, Ross. Honestly, my opinion on this game is this.
Yeah, what you got, Joey?
The Warriors have played Boone better than any other team in the last couple years. And I use reference points such as giving up only 20 points. I know that's a lot, 20 is, but when you compare to the average Boone puts up in his offenses,
Right.
usually in the 30s. I just feel like going into this game, Showtime is going to face off against probably the best defense they'll face all season. I think the Warriors' defensive line is deep. You potentially have Brock, Cam, Moats, Louis, Zabir, and now Carlos.
Yeah.
And you look at this Warrior D line, if they can get to Chris Boone and prevent him from getting the ball out, they can win this game.
That's tough to do, though.
That's very tough to do. You got to have fast edge rushers. You got to be faster than Chris Boone is. You got to be quicker. You got to be smarter than Chris Boone. And I feel like the Warriors secondary, despite what they've done this year, Tyler Spencer has done a great job running that defense. But in my honest personal opinion, if those rushers don't get to them, I think that inexperienced secondary gets exposed.
That's what I've been trying to tell my guys. This is a whole new ball game here, I think, compared to what we're used to.
This is going to be different.
In
my opinion,
you got to mind your P's and Q's, man. You got to. That's just a fact. Not just because of Boone, like I told Boone. It's not just because of him. He's got wide receivers for days over there. Cannon, Sean Parker, Coley come play wide receiver. If he brings Thomas, all them guys, man. Just there's a reason they've been number one for a long time. Just saying.
Facts.
This is it right here.
This is definitely it. And in my opinion, I'm going with Showtime by 2 touchdowns. I just don't think the Warriors secondary is ready for this
Respect it.
game.
Yep.
I think that puts up points. He may not put up 30, but he's going to put up points.
Yep.
And in my personal, honest
Got some
opinion,
young bulls over here. As long as they're willing to learn from this one, I think we'll be all right.
I think you guys will play fine. I think it's close early, but I got Showtime pulling away. Showtime by 2 touchdowns. And that brings us to the final game of the day. Showtime in Broad Axe, 1:30 kickoff.
Showtime by. Nah, I don't put points on anything. Showtime by quite a bit.
Yeah, I just don't think Broad Axe's defense is ready for this game.
Showtime be worn out, but we've seen how that goes before.
I think they have enough to finesse Broad Axe, though.
Yeah.
You got to think that Broad Axe defense is awful.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see they're so far up on the defensive list, but
17 points per game surrendered. Showtime's putting up 31. That's not a good recipe for success for Broad Axe. I just can't see it. In my honest personal opinion, I think Broad Axe gets blown out. I'm going to go Showtime by 3 touchdowns, maybe even 4. This just ain't the game it used to be. It just isn't.
no, it's not. No.
And in my opinion, I'm going with Showtime. Coming up now, that's it for predictions. You guys want to talk, I know. But let me finish Keystone at least. Because I got to get through the weekend.
You gonna do Keystone before you let these guys talk?
Yeah, I'm getting this shit done.
Oh man.
Recap of last weekend. I'm going to make this fast.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and wait till I'm
All right, you go do that.
Let me know when it's open mic night again.
About to be.
Yeah, let's do that.
Going through this as fast as I can. Looking at a recap. First game, it was Killer Bees over the Browns, 42-6. This was a blowout, just not even close. Lurie made his debut for the Bees at quarterback. He had his way with the Browns defense. Wasn't even close. He destroyed them. He ran through them. He threw all over them. Total beatdown. Lurie with the victory. Bees with the victory. Congratulations to the Killer Bees. I think they're a big threat going into this playoff very soon. Second game of the day, we had, I can't help but laugh at Don's comment. That's fucking great. Second game of the day, we had Reckless Villains 24, Green Machine nothing. This game wasn't even close. Villains just absolutely dominant in this one. Just too easy for them. I just feel like the Green Machine just didn't threaten them at all. Villains looking really good, really sharp. Heading into the big showdown with TBT on Sunday. Looking forward to that. Now we move on to the power rankings for Keystone. Number 5 is the Browns. 0-4 right now. Awful team. I'm not going to lie. It's your midterm time, Browns. You guys are absolutely atrocious currently. This is a bad team. A very, very bad team. And the good news is I'm not publishing the scoring offenses and defenses for another week. Secondly, the way I'm looking at it right now with the Browns is that they're just not there as a team. This team is just not there at all. The offense can't move the ball. The defense is a disaster. I just do not think much of this Browns team at all. Just not a very good team. Number 4 in the power rankings, I got the Green Machine. Actually, no, I got TBT. TBT was off this week. They'll return next week against Reckless Villains and the Green Machine. Looking forward to seeing how those two games go. Number 3, I got Green Machine. Green Machine now currently sits at 1-2. Just not a very good game against the Villains. Villains dominated it from start to finish. Just not a close game at all. Number 2 is the Killer Bees. The Bees now sit at 2-2. After the 0-2 start, they started turning around. Lurie coming on the scene at quarterback. Got to give a big shout out to him. He's playing his ass off right now. Looking forward to seeing what he does the rest of the season. take out the pieces. The Bees have a chance to make a run. Looking forward to seeing what they can do. Gotta believe in the Bees. And that brings up their midterm check. This is a team who, in my opinion, has gotten better since the beginning of the season. I think with Lurie back there now and him running the show, it could be interesting. I think they make a run come playoff time. Really excited to see what the Killer Bees are going to do. Can't wait to see it. Going to be awesome. Going to be great. Can't wait. Number 1, I got the Reckless Villains. They're still undefeated, 3-0 on the year. Dominant performance on the Green Machine all around. Looking forward to seeing what they can do. That brings up the schedule for Keystone this week. 8 a.m. we got TBT, Reckless Villains, the game of the week. Should be awesome, should be great. And then 9:45, Green Machine and the TBT squad. That should be a good game. And guess what? I'm on TBT. I can't predict them, so we're done with Keystone. Next. All right. Farmer's been waiting. Where's Marquise? Oh, did you drop out of the broadcast already? I was about to get him. Where you at, dog? I don't see Marquise anymore. Is he gone? I think he's gone. Well, y'all been waiting for it. Joining us right now, from the Killer Bees, cover starting quarterback.
What's up, nigga?
What up, dog?
You
Larry,
hear me?
welcome to the show. First and foremost, Killer Bees, you're
What's
back
up?
on the scene now. Quarterback for the Bees, looking good. You tore apart the Browns. How often will we see you in Keystone this year, Larry?
I'm just trying to make eligibility. Couple games or whatever. I'll be there for the playoffs, but I got some. I'm trying to win this Baltimore chip. You know, better calm down there.
Yeah, OMFFL Rampage right now. You guys are doing pretty well. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I checked in on OMFFL. We will be there on November 1st for playoffs. Looking forward to that. Should be a good day. We'll crown a
Mm-hmm.
champion in the Owings Mills Flag Football League. But Bees on some days, Rampage on others. That seems to be the plan for the rest of the year, Larry. Coming in Sunday, how does it feel to get back at the team?
Hey, feels good. Go get AJ. Go get him.
Oh, look at the cute kitty.
Go get him. Go find his ass. It's like, yeah, but nah, we good. Rampage, we doing good. We 6-2 right now. We got one more game, 8 o'clock Sunday, versus the Thunderbirds down there. A merger team.
All right, that should be a pretty interesting game. Thunderbirds have actually gotten better, I noticed, as the season's going on. Your impressions on that matchup?
We're gonna beat the dog shit out them niggas.
Yeah, I can see that. Rampage is a pretty good squad. Clash of York next weekend. Will you be playing in that?
Of course. We in there. Be in there with Rampage.
All right, bet. Looking forward to that too, man. Big fall ahead for you, Lurie. Are you? You got LMFFL, you got York, you got Keystone. A lot going on. How's it feel to be back on the field after the long off season we had?
Man, I'm saying it feel good. You know, trying to get Washington County, man, to free me up, man. You know, I got to watch my boys, the Misfits, from the sideline. That shit killing me right now. But yeah. But other than that, man, you know. So look, I'm gonna run your views up, Joey, because you know everybody want to know what the fuck going on. Fuck football right now.
I mean, we're a football show, Lurie. We have to talk about the game.
Oh yeah, well. Also, we a football show. We can talk about what happened at football.
I mean, honestly, we can talk about what we want. I never always allow freedom of speech. This is, my show.
All right. AJ, you a bitch. That was some whole sucker ass shit you pulled. You do all that fat mouthing on the line, talking and shit, then got popped in it. Then you want to call the police on the nigga. You try to take that man away from his family and his kids because you couldn't stand 10 toes down. You doing a whole bunch of fat mouthing and shit inside the gate, talking and yelling. It ain't hurt you. He need to hit the gym and shit. Your punk ass went to the hospital for minor injuries and called the police. That's some whole shit. And y'all niggas that fuck with him, don't fuck with me. Just straight like that. There's too much of that shit going on, man. There's too many people in flag, man, that talk too much. But, we all men at the end of the day. So just make sure that when you start talking trash and you opening your mouth, somebody hit you in it, don't call the police. Stand on everything what you said. Cause that's just some girl shit, man. He the worst type of bitch there is, yeah. Next time I see you, nigga, I'ma finger pop you, you pussy.
Well, you have a shot at him on Thanksgiving Sunday, 11:30 a.m. when we kick your ass in Keystone.
Fuck out of here, Joey. I'ma smoke y'all niggas, man.
Yeah, you don't want no smoke, Lori.
I hear you, dog.
I'm wearing my
Y'all know
TBT
about
hat
that.
right now. I'm going to go ahead and speak my shit. What you drinking?
Drinking this right here. Oh yeah, just for you other niggas. This in my left hand too. So
I was
Joey.
getting ready to tell you that, Joey.
Yeah. Joey owed me a buffalo. I just had to get my shit out first. Yeah, go ahead, knock that shit back, nigga. This in your right hand. Come on, man. You know the drill, nigga. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Finish that.
I'm finished.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it. But nah, besides AJ rat ass, trying to tell the cat to go get him. She looking at him outside the window. I think he was hiding in the closet early. But other than that, since Devin Redmond he went down, I just filled in for a spot. So we got this little, Russian attack, pretty much, that I learned from Sosa. Shout out to GOAT. And we just going, you just gotta stop us now.
Honestly, I think it's a good move for you all, man. Like, I think you at quarterback, you were moving on the Browns Sunday. You made them look stupid.
Yeah, but they suck though. I don't really. You don't get no cool points for playing a bum ass team. I don't.
I mean, we beat them with only 8 guys.
Yeah, I'm saying they trash. That's like me smacking
Oh, for
AJ.
me?
He a bitch. I don't get no cool points for that.
Yo, come on,
I
don't
get no
bag my
cool
player
points for
like
that.
that. He's my player still.
He your player, man. But hey, look, when
I will
y'all
say I
play us,
don't
make
agree with
sure.
I don't agree with calling the cops. I don't agree with that part. Me personally, I don't ever want to get anybody else involved. That's just me. But at the same time, my opinion, Brumfeld should have never laid a hand on him. That's on Brummy.
Hey, Brumby shouldn't. Hey, look, you can say what you want. If you talking or you open your mouth to another man, you can't like. To me personally, you can't say how he feel or dictate how he retaliate. But you also can't talk shit as a man. And then when somebody hits you in your mouth for you doing it, or you putting them in arm bars and all the other shit, and then go around calling the
There was
police.
no armbar. That
Nah.
is a big myth.
Look, whatever you want to call it, there's no way you go around and you do that like this flag. People they get into tussles and scuffles and shit all the time. I'm looking at it from the point of you trying to take that man away from his family. Like, Like, why? Like,
No,
it's
I
like,
understand that perspective. No, I understand that
yeah.
perspective completely. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I see that part. I get. I definitely get that part because Brumfield.
For the record, nobody from TV does call the cops for that. At least I can
Nah,
speak
nah,
for myself. If I want to.
yeah, hey, nah, hey, it's
I
all
know
cool,
it's not
Ross. I
because
ain't,
Cody's pointed it out to me.
yeah, I ain't got no, look, it's it's not even, it's, you can't beef with a dude like that. Like he said, he want to fight. Bro, you didn't want to fight, bro. There's a whole parking lot. You wanted to fight on the field, whatever. You could have met him up the street or something. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but you ain't want to fight. And then with a guy like that, it's a lose-lose situation. Because if Brummy beats him up, clearly we see what's gonna happen. He's gonna call the police, and then if AJ little ass do something to him, then you got this rat ass nigga online bragging. So it's a lose-lose situation for Brummy at that point. I just think that's some sucker shit, and I don't condone shit like that. To where and he's gonna be the same guy. I know he's on your team, Joey. But for now on, just tell him, check yourself. When he on the D line, say don't say shit. Get that nigga a binky, give him a mouthpiece or something. Put a dick in your mouth and shut up, nigga. Don't say nothing else while you on the field, nigga. Especially you play me, you say something to me. I'm leaning on your shit.
We'll see. Other thoughts on what's going on the flag, Larry?
I think it's good that we back right now. I like that. I like everybody coming out, everybody playing. You know, Showtime, they doing their thing. You know, the niggas is back in Hagerstown, the Misfits, the niggas we here. I know. Last week we didn't have a good showing, but you know, when you got that guy reffing our games and shit, man, that shit throws a lot of us off mentally. To where I ain't taking nothing away from Showtime, bro, but once shit like that happen, man, you kind of check yourself out the game. It don't even be about the opponent no more. It's beyond football. So, um, shout out to Pig Chaos, you know, got a new team and shit. Shout out to everybody, man. That's just, you know, growing the game and shit like that. And while y'all at it, man, place y'all order for the boil bags. And y'all subscribe to my OnlyFans page too. I'm on there slapping shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Slapping big
subscribe to
shit.
mine, man. I'll be streaming York on OnlyFans.
Why you screaming? No, nigga. That's too many men on the OnlyFans page. It's supposed to be a limit of one. The fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Hey, I'm just trying to make some revenue.
Nah, man, they ain't trying to see that. They trying to see you slap some shit, Joey. Put your belly on the back and slap some shit.
Oh man, can it be the weekend already?
I love Larry days.
We need
It
him
will
back
be,
in our
but
league ASAP. Get this man ASAP. Free
yeah, man.
Larry.
Nah, nigga, free Todd, nigga. Free Todd, man.
Free Todd. Sorry. Free the Milf Hunter.
Yeah.
I told him that's
Oh
what.
yeah, hey, since AJ your player, right? Deliver this message to him.
Man, we don't
Tell
talk
him
like
I
that.
be. Come on, man. Hey, looking
Jim,
at
you
the
got a
live.
Facebook?
I'm not messaging that nigga. Hey, AJ, I'ma fuck your grandma in the ass, nigga, and make your mama lick it off. You hoe ass nigga. You's a whole slut.
That's why I call him Milk Bug. He ain't playing, man. He likes grandma, man.
Yeah.
Y'all wilding tonight. It is open mic night. It is open mic night.
Yeah, open mic. Nah. Tell him close the mic, man. You got open mics, that's why his ass telling, Joey. Stop that shit. Hey, look, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Where he at?
Thank you, Laurie, for joining us. Anybody else trying to call in? Here's your opportunity.
Hell yeah.
We went through everything. I've recapped all this shit. We went through Keystone in what, less than 5 seconds?
It shouldn't even taken that long.
Oh, come on, man. Keystone's a great league.
Yeah. All right.
I'm on my bullshit tonight. Anybody else trying to call in? I think the cat hung up on me, Malcolm. That darn cat. If anybody wants to call in, I'm looking for Marquise, but I think he dipped. I think he got tired of waiting. I was just trying to get my recaps done. Y'all gotta realize, like, I gotta recap this shit. Like, I gotta tell people what happened this weekend. Oh man, 737 comments.
Oh, it's not done yet.
No, I don't. We're at 37 viewers. We haven't dropped below 33 since the beginning of this show. Anybody at all want to speak? Because I'm running out of things to talk about. Anybody? Anybody at all? I think we're done. I think that's it.
They all wanted dirt. They got the dirt. They got the MILF under. That's what they wanted.
I mean, I already had planned on interviewing Larry before, like, any of this happened, so... Just because we were going to talk about the bees.
He's always a good one there.
I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend. KFFL gets interesting. County's getting interesting. OMFL's getting interesting. Mathel getting interesting. Circuit's getting interesting. We're about to have a fucking tournament, Ross, next weekend.
I'm getting into it.
Clash of York.
Yeah, you want to talk about that real quick?
I'm excited.
What's the team numbers up to?
Up to 17 teams right now.
17.
Let's do that sneak preview real quick of what's to come for Clash of York. Somebody is messaging me. Don't care. Some random. I don't care. He asked me if he can join a team. I don't know why he's asking me that. I'm not a captain. I just run TBT.
There was once a time where you put statuses and stuff up that said, if you're new and looking for a team, I'm your guy to talk to.
Yeah, but that was for circuit stuff.
I don't think it was.
Clash of York. Here's what it's looking like. Gusto Land, Rampage, Titans, 410 Ravens, Renegades, Scorpions, BC Elite, Affiliates, Aftermath, Blackhawks, Predators, Baez Auto, Impact, Tigers, Primetime, Reckless Villains. What a tournament coming up.
Should be interesting.
And we're going to be busy next week. I mean busy. Because next week, Ross, we got County, we got Keystone, we got the return of Blunt Talk. Yeah, Blunt Talk's coming back. We're not going uncut. It's going to be Blunt Talk, baby. We're going to be live. It's going to be lit. It's going to be legit. Nobody's inquired about speaking anymore. We're done. Fuck your teams.
See ya.
We'll see you Saturday, 9 a.m. Spartans.